Section 3.1. Hello everyone! Welcome to the section 3.1, in which you will learn a new group of nouns and adjectives, that is, those that end in e, prepositions with articles sul, sulla, and nel, nella, and expressions c'è and ci sono. Okay, let's begin with nouns and adjectives that end in e. We've already talked about gender in Italian, and we've said that the nouns in Italian are either masculine or feminine. We've also said that generally, nouns ending in o are masculine, and those ending in a are feminine. There is one other ending, speaking of nouns and adjectives, and it is e. A noun ending in e may be masculine or feminine. The gender of these nouns must be memorized. There is no other way you can tell if they are masculine or feminine. For example, you have to memorize that the noun ristorante is masculine, and therefore the article will be il ristorante. If you see a noun fiore, which is flower, it could be either masculine or feminine. But you have to learn and memorize that it's masculine and that the article will be, of course, il fiore. You remember that we said that adjective always agrees with the noun. So having that in mind, how would you say the restaurant is nice? Il ristorante è carino. The adjective carino ends in o because the noun is masculine. Il ristorante is a masculine gender noun, and hence the adjective has to be masculine gender. If you only hear the word that I have mentioned before, lezione, which of course means lesson, judging just by the ending, you don't know what gender it is. So you learn and memorize that it is feminine and that its definite article is la lezione. So if you want to say that the lesson is long, you will say la lezione è lunga. Okay, now the plural. The plural of these nouns always ends in i. Il ristorante, i ristoranti. La lezione, le lezioni. So it's always i, whether it's masculine or feminine gender noun. If we want to transform the phrase il ristorante è carino into plural, it will be i ristoranti sono carini. Or la lezione è lunga. In plural, it will be le lezioni sono lunghe. Adjectives that end in e. There is a number of adjectives in Italian that end in e. And this form is the same for the masculine and the feminine gender. For example, the adjective interessante. It's the same for both genders. Let's see how. Il ragazzo è interessante and la ragazza è interessante. Or the adjective grande, which means big. Il treno è grande, as well as la casa è grande. In the plural, ending e changes to i. For example, il ragazzo è interessante. In the plural is i ragazzi sono interessanti. La ragazza è interessante. In the plural is le ragazze sono interessanti. Okay, let's learn something about preposition with article sul, sulla, and nel, nella. In Italiano, su means on. It can also mean over or about. When you use su in front of the word that needs a definite article, su changes to sul for the masculine gender. Allora, su plus il tavolo becomes sul tavolo, on the table. Sulla is for the feminine gender. Su plus la sedia is sulla sedia, on the chair. The same thing happens to other prepositions, but today let's concentrate on sul and nel. Nel is preposition in, which means in, like in English, plus article il. For example, nel cassetto, in the drawer. In plus la gives us nella borsa, in the bag. Speaking of this, it's important to learn these two useful expressions, c'è and ci sono. C'è derives from ci, which means here, there, and è, which is, as you know, third person singular of verb to be. So c'è means there is. Plural equivalent of c'è is ci sono, meaning there are. These expressions state the existence or presence of something or someone. For example, there is a bag on the table. C'è una borsa sul tavolo. There is a pen in the bag. C'è una penna nella borsa. If you want to ask the question, for example, what is on the table? It would be, che cosa c'è sul tavolo? And we respond, c'è la tua borsa sul tavolo. Your bag is on the table. And let's see the plural form. There are 2 bags on the table. Ci sono 2 borse sul tavolo. There are 4 pens in the bag. Ci sono 4 penne nella borsa. C'è and ci sono also express the idea of being in or being here. Per esempio, c'è Luca a casa? Sì, c'è Luca. Or no, Luca non c'è. Meaning, is Luca at home? Yes, he is, and no, he is not. Or, chi c'è a casa? Who is at home? Non c'è nessuno. There's nobody here. Non c'è nessuno. And that's it for this section.